And as technology plays an increasing role in the global economy, so the relationship between Silicon Valley innovators and their Chinese counterparts grows in significance. And lessons from both sides of the Pacific are being explored at the Sync 2015 conference in San Francisco. Mark New has the details.
The MailTime app shows how it can transform your emails into chat sessions. MailTime is one of the growing number of Silicon Valley startups that have set their sights on China.
So half of our users actually are in China market. As you know, the Chinese internet is expanding, especially the mobile market.
At this month's Sync 2015 conference, successful Silicon Valley tech companies discussed their China strategies. After 3 years in China, note-taking app Evernote has 15 million users there, its second largest user base.
So rather than taking the position of we should customize the product for China, what we actually do is we take learnings from China and try to actually add them to the global product. Because the ideas that are coming out of China are quite innovative and really very influential.
Coursera was one of the first startups to provide free online education courses from top U.S. universities. It's made adjustments to its product in China, its second largest market.
In terms of mobile internet penetration, in China, it has already exceeded the level of the United States. So when we need to go into China and make sure our user has the best experience, we do a lot of acceleration on features on mobile. For example, in China, we even build features like allowing people to download videos onto their mobile device and allow them to watch it while they're on the road, on subway, on buses.
The conference also featured Chinese tech companies that are branching out into Silicon Valley. One of them is Chinese search engine giant Baidu.
We need more talents in the Silicon Valley to help guide this effort to fundamentally change how we do business in China.
Baidu USA started in a small Silicon Valley office 4 years ago. In June, they moved into this brand new headquarters in Sunnyvale, California, where they now have 140 employees. They're growing, expected to expand to 200 people by the end of the year.
Baidu's investment into research here is not atypical. You see also some of the offline players like Suning doing that as well. So you will see, I think you will see more and more Chinese companies establish research centers in the Bay Area, in addition to strategic investments.
Baidu's Silicon Valley focus is, for now, research that can be added to Baidu services and technologies in China and worldwide. Mark New, CCTV, Sunnyvale, California.
And Mark sat down with Baidu USA's general manager, Alex Cheng, to find out more about Baidu's projects in Silicon Valley and the company's growing influence in China.
So Baidu, we are the #1 search engine in China, and we have more than 70% of the market share in China. And in the last 2 years, we are very dominant in terms of the mobile era, where a lot of search actually now come more than 50% from mobile. Every month, more than 600 million active users are using Baidu, searching us through mobile, and also through our other services. For example, Maps, we have more than 300 million monthly active users as well.
What is the mission of Baidu's U.S. expansion?
In Silicon Valley, we built an R&D office. So we try and recruit the talents in the Silicon Valley to help solve some of the tough problems in technology, and to help build the greatest systems to make for the China market. For example, we work on some areas that are like artificial intelligence, and we build some of the advanced technologies in voice recognition. And I know many teams build voice recognition technologies, but our technology, we have a revolutionary breakthrough approach that can understand voice very well, even with very noisy environment. For instance, if you're at the airport and your plane's flying over the plane and you are saying something to your cell phone, and trying to find what's the closest Starbucks and connecting you to that service. We'll be able to do that with very, very high accuracy.
Recently, more than 1,000 technology experts like Tesla's Elon Musk, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak, scientist Stephen Hawking, they all signed an open letter warning of a military artificial intelligence arms race and a call for a ban on offensive autonomous weapons. What does Baidu think of that?
Well, we didn't quite take AI towards the direction. To us, we see a lot of these AI technologies can be very good use in solving internet scale problems, processing large volume of information, and trying to help average users in finding the best information and services.
So does Baidu have a problem with artificial intelligence for military purposes?
To be honest, I don't think much in that area. I think we are very focused on how we can help the China populations, China's users, and connecting them to services. And there are a lot of technology can be put to good use in understanding users' intent deeply, in understanding what's best for them, and present the best result for them, recommending the best shops or some services to them. And this is where we spend our efforts and we spend our time thinking about that.
What are some of the technologies being worked on in Silicon Valley, the next generation technologies that separate Baidu from the competition?
So we're also pushing the envelope in terms of our computing data centers technology and our infrastructure. And this technology allows us to process more data quicker for the data centers in China. And China data centers has its own set of problems. It's very unique to itself. And the total cost of ownership, the environmental issues are very different. And we believe that we have the best talents in the Silicon Valley to help solve some of these tough problems to build green data centers in a much larger scale.
What you're doing in Silicon Valley goes back to China. It's not for the market here, right?
It's not for the market here, yes.
Why do you need to be here?
Yeah. Well, we try to get talents all over the world. And of course, Silicon Valley is one that everybody knows has a lot of great talents. And also, we are attracted to talents with entrepreneurial spirit, into thinking about how to change the world.
How is the technology being developed here in Silicon Valley going to go back to China and improve their products, their search engines?
Yeah, a lot of the talents here we can find that are familiar with how to bring advertising monetization to the next level. We have done something similar in the past where we're trying to predict, building very, very large-scale machine learning model to predict whether a user will respond to an ad. But we are pushing the envelope even further. We are trying to predict whether you will go offline to the store or not, right? In addition to just looking at the information. So we are processing a lot more data. The model that we built is a lot more complex, and that's why we see some of the Silicon Valley talents here. And we have built a group of data scientists that help us create this next generation of online to offline models.
Now that Baidu is in Silicon Valley, it's also been investing in technology companies like Uber. Tell me what's going on with the strategy.
We are interested in doing what we call strategic investment. We are investing for a strategic purpose. We see technologies that will work well as a good fit with what we need. Uber is one of the big ones. And again, we are great partners, both in strategic investment and also for commercial partnership for the China market. We also work with, for example, Indoor Atlas. We invest in this company, it's very interesting. It helps us to do a more accurate location service inside buildings. The Silicon Valley office, I think, is very much like a startup in the Silicon Valley. And we're very open to working with more technology companies in the Valley and to experiment with us, to share ideas with us. We would like to see more fit and more synergy, and we can help them go to China together as well.